One thing with these fast intakes, you need flush mount valley cover bolts. Those that hit the bottom, from what I've read. Luckily these came with my intake, so. All right, so one issue that I'm noticing, looking down into the injector holes, the ports aren't all the way lined up on any of them. So I'm doing some research on what to do about that. So with the water pump, you have clearance issues here. There's no room there, and your throttle body is going to hit your spigot. So the solution to that is an LS1 water pump out of a Camaro or Firebird. We're going to get this thrown on. I'm not going to really record a lot because, I mean, you should know how to install a water pump, but I will do a little bit. So as far as your water pump, you have one of two options. You can either run all the LS1 spacing accessories, or you can get some spacers, which is what I did, so I can keep all my other truck spacing. These are nice. These are billet spacers, like almost right at 3/4. The ones that I ordered came with the steam port already tapped, so I don't have to drill and tap this water pump. I can simply install the it's slipping my mind. I can install that. Comes with bolts. All this came from eBay. So you install it into there. Of course, you put thread tape on it. But yeah, and it goes straight to the steam ports. Waiting on the new steam port kit to get in. It should be here tomorrow. But yeah. Hey, what are you playing with? What is that? What is that? Is that the Dale truck? Oh. Space. There's one. There's two. There's three. And there's four. Worst comes to it, we'll trim this down. If worst comes to it, we'll trim this part right here down. It sticks up quite a bit, but I think we can manage. You got all kinds of cool toys. What is that? Can you show it to me? Yeah. All right, so with the water pump installed, this is the clearance that you have. This may need to be it might need to be trimmed down, and if so, I don't think that's going to be a big deal. But this is where the steam port is, down in there. So that maybe need to move over here and just route a hose under. Just route a hose under to that. We'll have to see. And then the next thing is routing a radiator hose to go from here to here. And I'm gonna have to flush out this radiator because this is the coolant that's in this radiator. This block was cleaned all the way through. But this radiator had a lot of sludge in it from that 5.3. All right, so this is the radiator hose that I had made originally for my LS swap. And it looks like I might be able to get by with just removing this part. And it might just go straight into, oh, you got me. So let's try that. What I mean by it, you see, that's where it goes on the truck pump. And instead, remove this section, and it might be able to just sink down in there. If not, I have another idea. All right, so it looks like it worked. Worked perfect. There's plenty of room here, and there's plenty of room here. So the only thing I don't like is that right there. It doesn't, I'm gonna have to secure that. Maybe move this or put it there or something to make that a little bit more secure. I don't want it to rub anything. But yeah. And I've ordered a slew of parts the past few weeks trying to get this thing done. And it's been kind of nickel and dimed getting all this stuff. This is a steam port kit. I got it without the front that goes to the radiator. Whatever it's called. I got it without the return that goes to the factory. It goes to the radiator on a Silverado. I've got it plumbed to go to the water pump on my old setup. But this time we're going to do it without it. And if I do have a coolant issue, an overheating issue, then I will get the piece. It's just like this, only it's got another hole drilled and tapped in the side of it for the vent. But if I do have cooling issues, then I will do that. But for now, we're just going to put some block-offs on the back. These came off eBay for like 12 bucks. They're billet, I guess. And these will go on the front for just the crossover. So. Everything takes the same size Allen wrench. That is awesome. I'm gonna run out of storage on my phone from this video series. It's just been a freaking long process. This thing's got little O-rings in them. Oh, come on, get out of the way. All right, just like that. They'll sit back there, just like that, blends in with the head. So this piece here on the water pump, I ordered the wrong water pump by accident. I didn't pay attention to this. Should have ordered the one that does not have this on there. There are some that don't. Those are the ones you need. I guess I'm just going to take a little grinder and kind of lower that. It shouldn't be any big deal, but it's real unfortunate, but it is what it is. There's a 1/4 inch of clearance there. Maybe a little bit less than a 1/4 inch. Looking good so far. See how the head has a little hump there? Yeah, I messed up my steam port. That's on me. It's supposed to look like that. Nice and thread taped. But instead it looks like that, all crooked. It's really crooked. We're gonna see if it leaks. It probably will, and get a new one. So along with going with the new intake, I have to get a new throttle cable because, well, the one that was on the single plane intake is too short. So I ordered one from the land of eBay. Thought I was gonna have to order a new throttle cable bracket, but the person that I got this intake from didn't tell me. A new throttle cable bracket, not an intake bracket, whatever I said. But the person that I got this from didn't tell me that it already had one with it. That's kind of stupid. They tightened it down so far that it freaking crimped it. So I've already installed the, what you want to call it, the bracket onto the intake, this piece. Now I've got to see if it needs spacing or what it's going to need, because it will, and it looks like it is going to hit the intake itself. So if you have one of these, I'm going to have to use spacers, but you may have to clock this, angle it upwards a little bit, because it will hit right here, and this one is. Or you could add another spacer there, 3D print you something, or machine something just to space it out just enough. But I don't have that kind of luxury, so I'm gonna have to make something. Just like that. Removing the throttle pedal assembly on a S10 is rather simple. You've got 3 nuts here underneath. They're 10mm. Just remove those. So long ago, whenever I did this, well, I needed that. Long ago, whenever I built this version of the S10, I put that throttle cable on there because previously I'd used the stock one. But, focus. All I did was cut me a washer to slide the cable through. If you remember, whenever I first did this 6-liter stuff, I had the throttle hang open on the dyno, and well, there's why. My throttle cable was coming apart. So this is a good thing that we're getting rid of this.